Okay, guys, I want to show you real quick how I am going to meal plan prep using the Portion Fix containers. When I say Portion Fix containers, basically what I'm talking about is the rainbow color-coded macros. Some people will weigh their food, some will count their calories, but this is just a simplistic feature that Beachbody came out with when we launched the 21-day fix. Not to confuse you, when you hear the 21-day fix meal plans, Portion Fix can be used with that. Portion Fix can be used with any of our newer programs as well. Transform 20, Live 4, et cetera, et cetera. Some of the older programs, you're not going to see those with them necessarily, but you will see meal plans for your goals and your baseline. So I'm going to go into the 21-day fix, the original, and then here is an overview of the program, your workout list. This is where it is so important to go ahead and look at where you're going to go for your workouts. And right now, the fix is really simple. It will start, this is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then 10-minute fixed abs, and plyo fix is another option with some of these days. There's also some upgrades. These are for people who have done the fix and want a little more in their routine. So under program materials, I always say to start here. You guys are breaking old habits, and then you're putting new habits into practice, which new habits is where people get a little uncomfortable, they get frustrated. It's going to take some time to get these habits under practice. And once you do have the practice, it will become a lifestyle. So we say it takes 21 consecutive days to learn a new lifestyle. And I don't know about you, but my first round was not perfect, but I did see progress. So here, this is where I would take each of these workouts and I would write them in your calendar. I would also print these off and then cross them off. And then when you get to days 15 through 21, if you want to double up, you have the option. Step 2 is where you're going to calculate your nutrition plan. So I'm going to use mine as an example. And I just got back from vacation and I stepped on the scale this morning and I was 139 pounds. So times 11 plus 400. So my maintenance calories are 1,900. But if I was in the weight loss, which I could probably do, that's going to put me in plan A. I have never been successful in plan A. So, and this is with my water and things like that. But you got to look at your lifestyle. I'm running after a toddler or I'm working as a nurse. I don't sit. So for me, I'm burning a lot of calories. So I fall somewhere in between plan B and plan C. Now you're going to see each of these containers has a certain number, right? This is going to become so second nature to you and simple that right now it may be a little confusing and overwhelming, but don't let it do that to you. There are tally sheets, but what I would do is I would download the 21-day fix app, and that will help you track. And then there's a sample meal plan here for you to see, but I'm going to help you out even more. Here's where your pictures and your measurements, so important. You will lose inches probably faster than you'll see weight. Okay, so now I'm going to go in and I'm going to show you guys how I successfully meal plan or prep using the 21-day fix nutrition. There's your workout calendar, nutrition. All right, so the food list. I know this list like the back of my hand, but for you, this is going to be new. Each macronutrient, so your greens are your vegetables, your purples are your fruits, your reds are your proteins, yellows are going to be your carbohydrates, blue are going to be your healthy fats, Orange is going to be your seeds, your oils, and then your teaspoons, which a lot of people forget, are going to be your oils and just, again, necessity. These are going to be all of the fundamentals that are going to help you to reboot your metabolism, regulate your hormones. It's going to help your body to work with you and not against you. When you're fueling your body with correct nutrition, it's going to give you the energy to power through your workouts. It's going to give you the sensation of being full. It's going to help you to regulate your cravings and your binges, and your body, when it's getting what it wants, it's happy. Now, if you are not somebody who eats clean, the first week or two may be really hard for you because your body is smart. Your body likes to store fat. It's in a constant survival mode. It doesn't recognize fat as a negative. It looks at fat as a positive. So when you're forcing your body to do something new, it may come with some symptoms that make you feel not so good. And we're going to talk about that as you go through the detox withdrawal period. So you may be a little grumpy, you may be tired, you might be cold, your bones might hurt, and it takes some time, but water is going to be your best friend. It's going to help with the hydration, and these foods, you will get used to it where your palate will actually change and you will start to crave really good nutrition. The good part is one of these red containers is your Shakeology, so you're covered for the day on your red. So what I do next is I go through this list and I highlight the foods that I know I am going to eat or that I like. And then I'm going to cross out things that I know I will never eat. Sardines, it's at the very top of this food list, which means they're a great source of protein and probably the best. The closer you stay to the top of these categories, the better and faster results you're going to see in 21 days. You can lose 10 to 15 pounds in 21 days using this to a T, which means staying at the top of the list, getting in all your water, making sure you're sleeping, positive mindset, and you are completing your workouts every single day. I know because I've done it, and I've done it where I was 75%. I've done it where I was 50-50. I've done all of the above. So I know what works. And depending on the results and how motivated you are at this point and what you are looking to achieve, this program has you covered. If you're just looking to gain a healthier lifestyle and clean up your eating habits, you don't have to be as strict. You get to create the balance and lifestyle you want from this. All you have to remember is this is nutrition that is keeping you alive longer. It's fighting free radicals. It is going to keep you in a healthy, positive state and equilibrium that your body thrives on. So look at this as this is whole foods. This is how we all should be eating until industrialized America came in and started making all of our foods and processed foods, which are amazing. They do have properties in them for us to become wanting them, addictive properties. And so now your body is not getting that and you're giving it whole foods and nutrition. It's going to take some time to adjust. If you've already been eating pretty clean, this may be really simple for you. So the next thing that I'm going to do is on my list, I'm going to think of, okay, I need a certain amount of containers each day. So if we go back to plan A, and this is why it helps so much to just print these off. Because then you can see how many containers you need, or the app again. So I'm going to say for breakfast, I need protein. For lunch, I need a protein. For dinner, I need a protein. So right there, that's 3. And then a snack would be my 4th protein. So I base my entire day around the reds. So breakfast, it's usually for my protein, either eggs or turkey bacon. For lunch, it is either steak or chicken. And then for dinner, same thing, steak or chicken or Greek yogurt. And then I have my Shakeology as one of my reds for one of my meals as well. 3 servings of fruit. I always have a half a banana. It counts as one of my purples after my workouts just to help. And then usually I do some berries with my oatmeal, which I count as one of my carbs. Your greens are your vegetables. So if you are used to having an omelet in the morning, you can throw some vegetables in there. If you're used to having a salad every day, you can get your vegetables there. Dinner, you can do a side of vegetables. Just think of how you can plan your vegetables around your proteins. And then lastly, your carbs. If you think about it on a plate, if you have a protein, your vegetables, and then you have a carb, you can say, okay, what do I like? For me, I like to have my eggs with my oatmeal, and then I put my fruit in it, and that's a really good breakfast for me. Another carb is a whole grain or multigrain bread you can use. If you like to have sandwiches, that can count as one of your carbs. Or another really good one to help you with an anti-inflammatory diet, which right now you're going to be stressing your body a little bit and pulling those muscle fibers. Sweet potatoes are going to be really helpful in your first 21 days. Blue containers, this is going to be, I like to do avocados, or I like to do hummus with a side of vegetables as a snack. I like to do some cheeses. I'm going to try to limit my cheeses just because it causes inflammation in my body, but you could do cheese. You could do like a taco bowl. I mean, there's so many options. So before I give you guys meal plans, I want you to take time to get familiar with green equals vegetable, purple equals fruit, red equals protein, yellow equals carbs, blue equals healthy fats, and then the infamous orange container. You guys probably see me do shots of sunflower seeds, or I use my salad dressings for this. And then, oh yeah, your oils and nut butters. This is really hard for people to get in, so sometimes people will do like 2 teaspoons of coconut oil in their coffee. You can do almond butter as a side in your oatmeal. And when I say oatmeal, meaning the plain, no sugar added oatmeal. There's so many different ways to get away with getting your macros in. So it's a lot of food, and it's a lot of work at first, but if you look at, okay, what do I typically have for breakfast, lunch, and dinner? Let's start there. How can I incorporate these containers into what I already do? What is my habits now? What are my patterns now? And my biggest pro tip is planning around the proteins. We are in a season of heat and grills, so it's really easy to just fire up the grill, make a bunch of, chicken or steak. You can make eggs. You can do some hard-boiled eggs. You can do some plain Greek yogurt. And you can smash bananas or fruit in it to sweeten it up with some natural honey. You can do veggie burgers. There's so many options. It's going to be a walk in the park for you. And when you start to feel better and get results, it will keep you going. So think of your first 21 days as your practice round. How are you going to make it your best 21 days? How are you going to plan? And how are you going to track? Because tracking is the most important piece in all of this. So again, you can print off these tally sheets, or you can use the 21 Day Fix app. Frequently asked questions are back here if you have any. And yeah, if you guys have any questions, let me know. I hope that this helps. And let's start the meal plan prep process today.